Housekeeping, because of course, just like anyone would welcome you into their home, I would like to welcome all of you into our home here at Kingston City Hall. If anyone has to use the facilities, they are out this door and to the left and right. And again, if there's an emergency, just go out the doors and then down the stairs and out the building. I want to just start by saying welcome. My name is Mayor Steve Noble, and it's really... It has truly been an honor to be able to come every couple of years to be able to honor another amazing artist here in the city of Kingston, and to be able to be the mayor of a city that I believe is one of the strongest arts and cultural regions in the United States, right? I think we have done an incredible job bringing together our community, working on some amazing projects, and really pushing the boundaries of what a small city can do to be able to bring people and the arts together. And for me as the mayor to be able to watch this unfold, to be able to help support it in small ways, to be able to have a wonderful arts commission that helps to push our agenda, to help keep our city moving forward when it comes to the arts has been super exciting. And then to be able to have a city full of artists of all different types that work in a variety of ways, in a variety of mediums. And over the last couple of years, we've been able to honor those individuals. And tonight, we are going to honor someone who, as we all know, is Kingston born and bred all the way through. And so we're going to get to Matthew in a little while. But I do just want to say that it truly has been a great partnership with the Kingston Arts Commission, our Director of Arts and Cultural Affairs, and all of our volunteers in the community who are working each and every day to help move forward with our Arts and Cultural Master Plan, who are currently working on public policy related around the arts and how Kingston can help better support the arts, and really helping to build on the momentum of job creation around the arts, providing more opportunity for people to engage with the arts in our public buildings and in our public spaces, and being able to create new mechanisms to be able to help fund the arts as we move forward into the future. And so with that, I'm happy to be able to turn it over to our partner as we have in the Kingston Arts Commission. And so Maria Elena is our Arts Commission chair, and someone who herself is an amazing visual artist, but someone who has also worked in Kingston for a really long time and has really gotten to understand our community and has led our Arts Commission really dutifully. And so Maria Elena, come on over. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Steve. Well, good evening, everyone. I cannot see you very well, but I know that all of you are there. So welcome to this is the fourth time that we have our City of Kingston Distinguished Artist Award ceremony. It is always wonderful to be here at City Hall. Well, we come every month to our meetings, but it's always great to be here in the chamber. This place, I don't know, I really love this beautiful chamber, and to see all of you here for this important recognition of artistic and creative achievement is really a pleasure to welcoming you. So, as many of you know, art has the power to bring people together, as we are here tonight. Art connects us and creates a sense of belonging by transforming the spaces we share. Belonging is the result of connecting with others in rich relationships and engaging in our communities to make them better. Something that tonight's awardee understands very, very well and has mastered with his art. We can just take a look at the wonderful murals at the Peace Park in Uptown or at the Maritime Museum downtown to have just a little glimpse of Matthew's art. To highlight the importance of the arts in our community, Mayor Steve Noble and the Kingston Art Commission established the Distinguished Artist Award in 2018. And by the way, we have our very first awardees here too. Thank you, Mayor, for being such a wonderful champion of the arts here in Kingston. Thank you. The Distinguished Artist Award honors the artistic and creative achievements of outstanding local artists and creative thinkers right here in Kingston, with the support of a diverse panel of notable Kingston residents. And this year, our panel was made up of 5 of our very talented neighbors. Isabel Cotarello, who is a visual artist and educator, Sekina Khadija, photographer, Kay Navarrete, who is a visual artist, also a graduate of the Kingston High School. I'm very proud of Kay too. Margie Menard, who is our Kingston Library Director, and Ann Chris Warren, COO of the Boys and Girls Club in Kingston. Many thanks to all of them for giving up their time to make this award happen. I'm gonna be another applause for all of them. Many thanks also to Sarah Beams from Beams Design. I saw you there, Sarah, for creating such a beautiful award. That was great. And last but not least, I cannot welcome you all if we don't recognize the tireless energy. And I don't know how you do it, Lisa, but our Distinguished Artist Award Committee Chair, Lisa Kelly, who is also the Executive Director of Midtown Art District, without which none of this would have been possible. Thank you, Lisa, for all your hard work. Thank you all for honoring the arts. I'm glad you're here. This is a wonderful event, and please remember to support the arts. Thank you very much. And we have another of our awardees with us, our 2022 Distinguished Artist Award. Jawar Mary X is next.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate Matthew Pleva. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. 2 years ago, when I received this award, a couple of days before this ceremony, I walked outside and a turkey vulture had come through and dropped something. And I was like, oh, thank you, this is beautiful. The thing about turkey vultures is that they are very resourceful birds. Symbolically, they represent transformation, rebirth, new beginnings. And while we appreciate and celebrate the connections we have with our committees and organizations and nonprofits as artists, we need these kinds of support and traditions. I would like to begin a tradition here now. I'm going to pass this feather to Matthew as a representation of a lineage of artists in this city who are working to enliven our cultural and artistic expression and reality.
Thank you, Jaguar Mary X. I love new traditions. Beautiful. We have that opportunity as artists, I think, to forge new pathways and new ways of approaching life and celebrating life. As chair of this year's award, it's my pleasure to also welcome you. And I'm so happy to have facilitated this selection this year. This year we received 13 of the most impressive nominations. That included authors, writers, musicians, comedians, sound artists, and filmmakers, among others, actually. And I also would like to thank the awardee, a selection panel. They were wonderful. I tell you that the selection process was fierce. It was a very, very, I'm glad I wasn't on the panel. It was really intense. But they did a beautiful job. I can't tell you what a demonstration of what a community can do together to make this selection. The selection process, just to give you a little hint about how that all went down, it focused on 3 criteria points that we on the Arts Commission developed. One is the level of their artistry and commitment to their art form. 2 is the commitment to the community in terms of relevance and impact. And 3, its recognition in the field, locally, nationally, and internationally. I was so impressed to observe and support this year's panel come to its decision. My takeaway from the community-led peer panel process was their special attention to the nominees' connection and interaction with the community, and in the ways that the community can connect with the artist's work. And one of those beautiful things about our awardee this evening that struck the panel and to me was the nomination itself. And that's why I asked Sean Bricks to join us tonight. His eloquent words really drove it home for the selection panel. Just hint, hint for future nominations to, put in a little more effort. That I don't know, Sean, I don't know if you have like come on up here. You just had a real way with words. You really spoke to us, and I thought maybe it'd be best if you spoke this evening to introduce Matthew. Okay. So, Sean Bricks, thank you.
Hey, everybody. I don't think I've been in this room since I grieved my taxes. So it's my honor to introduce Matt. I feel like he's a true gem of Kingston. He's been a lifelong resident. He's captivated us with his intricate dioramas. His signature style combines cut paper, crosshatch pen and ink, transforming everyday objects like small boxes, pocket watches, Betamax videotapes, and cassettes into extraordinary works of art. Each of these pieces invites us into a miniature world of wonder and storytelling, and usually a lot of fun. I think Matt spends a lot of time finding little stories, taking things from pop culture, and for me, that's always one of the things I love that gets exciting. Now, beyond this, though, I feel like he's really, we talked about the impact in the community. I think of Matt as kind of the resident artist of Uptown Kingston. If you're walking on North Front Street, you're going to see there's usually a window somewhere in one of the shops where he's got dioramas that are up and explored. Him and his partner, Heidi, have created the Art Riot in Uptown Kingston, where they had multiple artists from the community, including myself. I had a show there. It was a really beautiful space, and most days you could find Matt there working on his pieces and having conversations with people in the community who would walk in and learn about what he was doing. And everybody probably left with a button, if I'm not mistaken. And then in the future, he went to a smaller studio where it was just him, but every farmer's market Saturday, he'd have a sign out, he'd be there, and not just the locals, but also all of the tourists would come by and have conversations with Matt and really be part of kind of his work and his process. And I always thought that was something that was really special. He's also, of course, as we talked about, committed 2 beautiful murals to the city, one in Uptown and one down at the Boat Building Museum in downtown. I have that one up in my house as well. It's a beautiful one. And I think that hopefully that transition of being able to take something that usually are these beautiful little tiny objects and blow them up to the same scale is just one of these things that for me always got me excited about Matt's work. Now, I'm going to brag a little bit because I don't know. I think that's the part, right, where I get to say some of the cool stuff. So beyond Kingston, Matt's garnered recognition at renowned art spaces. His pieces have been regularly found in Gallery 1988 and the MF Gallery in Brooklyn. His artistic journeys featured prestigious publications such as Hyperallergenic, Upstater, The Daily Freeman, and of course the Kingston Wire. And today we're honoring Matt as the distinguished artist, and we celebrate his artistic achievement, not only his dedication and fostering creativity in the community, but Matt's passion and commitment to touch the lives of the people he meets with his art. So I get to welcome Matt Pleva, and I'm gonna get out of the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for coming. I'm a little overwhelmed by all of this, so please bear with me. Public speaking is not my thing. First, we have a short documentary about me made by local filmmaker Mr. Kaleidoscope, and then a quick presentation of my work from grade school through current work. So roll the video and we'll get back. Making art, as all kids do, crayons, pencils, paper, the like. My mom, we always went to the Kingston Area Library. Every once in a while, borrow the same book over and over and over again. The Trip by Ezra Jack Keats. And it's a story about a little boy who starts making dioramas inside shoeboxes. And, they show him building it, but then it delves further into the world of the diorama, and he becomes part of the diorama. I remember stealing my mom's shoeboxes over and over and over again, just so I could keep building these dioramas every time I borrowed the book. I have a friend at a local video store, Arcade Video. I ran into a beta tape, and I was like, wow, that's cool. It's got one window, and then it's got the label. It's kind of all just there. Clockwork Orange, or Kubrick in general, has so many different visual cues that you can pick from. Kubrick was the master of basically stage dressing. That was all him. He created what he wanted to see in his mind's eye. It's all about spacing in between. I only have two options, more or less space. And then I can maybe use color and how much light I'm going to allow to pass through each layer. My detail goes into the labor of the cross-hatching. it's time consuming. I like to draw. I enjoy drawing. I have a very strong style, which I've worked many years to make work for me. Okay. Here we go. I was always drawing as a kid. This piece became, it was probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old. And then the next this is a few years later when I started to love to draw like G.I. Joe vehicles. But when I got to this, something changed. I began to obsessively draw the space shuttle over and over again. The same view, just adding more and more detail each time. I can see that focus here in this drawing of my house, which is probably around the same time, maybe middle school, 7th grade. I think I really liked to draw the shutters. My first Kingston drawing and kind of the beginning of a theme. In school, my favorite class was art, and due to the size of the school system Kingston schools had, what I would find out later was a really great art program. And by the time I was in high school, I tried to get the most out of it as possible. I was able to try photography, jewelry, or adornment, and a yearly 1 day a week for 4 weeks trip to Women's Studio Workshop. These classes and opportunities were the next step in my journey. This clipping from the Daily Freeman celebrated the winners for a recycled art contest. I made a necklace using recycled light bulbs from the school auditorium in jewelry class. One winter break from SUNY Purchase, I was given a homework assignment for drawing class to draw a house. Drawing Kingston buildings was not yet a theme, but what I was choosing to do was draw something you see every day. This house on Main Street between Wall and Green Street, I would walk past every time I walked uptown. Out of college, I was a little burnt out on the themes I had been working on in college, so I drew this house on Albany Avenue, which I had always loved, big, menacing, with a small similarity to the Bates house in Psycho. Just a little. Okay, so this series of images this Kingston theme really came to pass probably 2002. It was fully established with these drawings I made for a piece in the Kingston Sculpture Biennial. I believe it was 2002. I still, to this day, use these drawings as reference for other pieces. I can't do two things at once. This drawing, I wish I had, my first Kingston house drawing is this building, but I couldn't find the drawing. So I at least included a better, more mature version of it. This is next to George Washington School on Wall Street. Okay, here we have One of Kingston's claims to fame are the historic four corners. I always liked this factoid, so I drew them. That was really the reason why I drew them. This is the image I used for one of my first public pieces, a 2-by-4 foot banner that was hung on the light poles in downtown Kingston and then auctioned off. When I'm not drawing Kingston things, I have a fascination with paper cut dioramas. This interest goes all the way back to childhood. Serving two masters can be difficult, but I make it work. Okay, so this piece connects these themes. This film, The Stuff, was filmed in Kingston in the mid-'80s. The historic four corners are heavily seen in the ending of this film. It was also shot a lot around the area. After college, I returned to Kingston, got a job, but kept working on my own work, but wanted to become more active in the local arts community. I had my first gallery show with two friends from college, was a founding member of a short-lived art co-op, and participated in my first of many artist soapbox derbies. So this is my first year when I didn't really know what I was doing. And then this is the second year with a much bigger and elaborate. So, okay, next is, okay. In 2018, in 2010, the first O Positive Festival was held, and every year since to great success. I watched as my stomping grounds began to come alive with these huge murals year after year, and finally I got it together in 2014 to submit a proposal to the festival. As I look back, it was the smartest thing I'd ever done. It gave me the opportunity to try something I'd never done before, let alone considered, a large-scale mural. Executing this project brought me and my work out into the open for all to see. There were many people that had no clue I was an artist and were flabbergasted when they made the connection. I was honored and lucky beyond belief in 2017 to be able to make another mural for the festival at the Maritime Museum. This was the original version of the mural that I had to adjust once I was given the location for the mural. So if you can, there was a big adjustment, but all the same image pieces, except for the Viking ship. That was the only thing I added. Okay. Once I started showing the Kingston building drawings that I have been making, people began to ask for portraits of their homes or buildings. I have some of them here, but there are so many more. I was surprised that I had done so many. This is the firehouse on Abeal. This is a house off of Lucas. And this is where Boydson's. Oh no, sorry. That's on the Strand. That was where Pirate Upholstery was. And then Boydson's. And this is a house on Linderman Avenue. And this is a house on Hoffman Street. Okay, I've also done some work for local businesses, always happy to do something for a local place. It gets my work into places that it would not normally be. This is a button design for Jane's Ice Cream. This was for Outdated Cafe. They made it was a contest and they made postcards. This is a mural I did for Revolution Bike on Foxhall and Hasbrook. And this is a private commission that is here in the city of Kingston that nobody's seen, but this is a 9 by 30 feet in somebody's backyard. Okay, and this is my favorite picture of the Uptown mural. I wish there was more of the mural, but you just can't say no to that sky. And, okay, and finally, we have this. And thanks to Mayor Noble, the City Arts Commission, for selecting me for this honor. Thanks to the Midtown Arts District, the Art Society of Kingston, and the Center for Creative Education for championing all arts disciplines and reminding us that without the arts, people, places, and things can get really boring. Sean Bricks gets a quick thanks for making all this happen. Thanks to all of my Kingston teachers over the years who let me use the art department as an oasis from the trials and tribulations of high school life. Mr. Akins, Miss Parrott, Mr. Spada, Miss Giordano, you all got it and had sympathy for us. Thanks to Mr. Shear, an English teacher who saw the value in art and would accept a well-developed and executed art final project in lieu of a written paper, something that I was able to do with non-visual arts professors in college. Thanks to Denny Connors, Michael Lickey, Hank Dyke, and Carol Zaloom, all of who are local artists that I have, and all of the other local artists that I have met over the years for their encouragement and support. Now the heavy hitters. Thanks to my mother, Hildegard Pleva. She always encouraged my creative endeavors, maybe not all the late night noisy ones. She never questioned my desire to go to art school, just supported it. I will be forever grateful. And the biggest and most heartfelt thanks goes to my wife and partner, Heidi Abrams Pleva. She deals with all of my ups and downs and steers me in the right direction. She is the one that allows me to continue on this artistic journey, making so many sacrifices along the way. She is the best sounding board for my crazy ideas. I don't know what I would do without her. And to my boy Harrison, he is following in his mom's lead and helping his papa do his thing. Finally, thanks to all of you that have supported me over the years. It is much appreciated. I regularly think of how lucky I am to make what I want to make and make a living at it. Thank you.
This is from Senator Michelle Hinchy, and there's another certificate here also from the City of Kingston. So if that award isn't enough, you can also have, and you can make sure that if you ever have any tough days in the family, you can say, I have a certificate of honor. And so, all right, so congratulations. All right, I don't know if you want to, all right, you're good. All right, I'm turning this now over to our Director of Arts and Cultural Affairs, Kip Potter.
Oh, no wonder that everybody said they can't see. I can't see. But I know you can see me. Hi. Art is the, indeed, very heartbeat of our great city. And this is Kingston's way of shining a light on our most precious and revered artists. Matthew Pleva, I'm so, so glad that you were selected as the recipient for this prestigious award, and I'm so, so proud of you. Come see me and let me know how I can support you. And I don't know if you can shine any brighter, but I'd love to try to see if we can help you do that. I'd like to offer a special thank you to the Midtown Arts District. I can't coordinate this event from the City of Kingston, so the Midtown Arts District, otherwise known as MAD, they have leveraged their resources, integrated their services, and always there for so many art organizations for the City of Kingston. Maggie Inge, President. Lisa Kelly, Executive Director. And I'm going to say it again, Lisa Kelly, for your dedicated work as chair and facilitator, to our Arts Commission who have my back, to the mayor who's got my other side of my back, and to all the supporters of the arts in Kingston and all of you here tonight that made this event successful, I thank you. This is the close of tonight's ceremony, and I want to thank you all for coming. Our reception starts now on the first floor, and if you have to depart now, please get home safely. Aho.
Yeah, the reception is downstairs. If you're wanting a little beverage.